involved. Good evening, everyone. I first of all would like to thank all the esteemed guests who have taken the time out to come here and talk to my students and faculty and participate in our small endeavor. I believe the purpose of the management enclave has been shared with you, but we are looking forward to more interactions between the academic world and the practice world and see how we can accordingly get significant inputs to take them in consideration for our curriculum, take them in consideration for improvement in our students' efficacy in delivering outcomes in the industry, and also in terms of opportunities for research and opportunities for case writing, and also, as a way of showcasing an interaction between the students and the industry and the faculty and the industry to help us get some recognition as a management institute of importance. Now, many of you would know that IIM Rohtak is a very new IIM. It started in 2009 and the first batch started in 2010. Now, despite its newness, it has really done a commendable job in one thing, and that is faculty research, and also in imparting good knowledge, practice and skills to students who are successfully placed in the industry year after year. Now, the important thing is, I think these air conditioners are making too much noise. Put them down for Is it working? Okay, great. So, I was sharing that the ultimate success for any academic program, particularly in the IIM, is placements. And we are amongst the new IIMs, which is the only one which has maintained 100% placement year after year after year. This is verified because we are amongst the only new IIMs which actually has an external agency, CRISIL, and it puts our placement record transparently. We are actually required to place the transparent record with the Ministry of Human Resource Development, as we are a central government institution. But there is also one caveat to the central government, that they are autonomous, and so many of the IIMs choose not to place those. So Ahmedabad is another institution, my parent institution, which does transparent, I would say, display of records. Many other IIMs, including the older ones, do not do that. So this is a reflection of something going in the right direction, despite numerous challenges of the new IIM, particularly the one with faculty. Now, when I took charge at IIM Rohtak, I came on deputation from IIM Ahmedabad. I'll be here for 5 years. My term is 5 years, and I saw that one of the biggest challenges was in terms of faculty. And we were on war footing, and we addressed this almost immediately. Today, we have amongst the new IIMs, also amongst the largest faculty size, we have 29 full-time regular faculty members and about 40 visiting faculty members from various institutions, providing support to our academic endeavors at IIM Rohtak. Now, this number has increased threefold, nearly 2.5 times in the last 6 months. So that's the kind of work that we've been able to accomplish, and this could not have happened without the support of the existing faculty and some of the new faculty members who joined initially and pushed us And the faculty is not, I would say, run-of-the-mill faculty. All faculty members that we have chosen are from IIM Indore, IIM Bangalore, IIM Calcutta, one from IIM Lucknow, from Nanyang Technical University, from the University of Victoria, and Southern Methodist University, US. So some of the top schools, as I would call it, people have come from there and have decided to embark on this journey to allow us to further, I would say, the discharge of management education in IIM Rohtak. So it's been wonderful. Additionally, in terms of our campus, we are now looking towards moving into our own campus. The Government of Haryana was very kind to give us 200 acres of land right on the highway. And the project got, as you would understand, the intricacies of construction in India situation. The project was delayed by about 4 years. But again, we had to put all our resources and take that further. We've done about 21,000 square meters of construction in the last 6 months. And we are hoping that our priority area, which is phase 1, priority area being ready by 30th of September, actually, we've already started building handovers of hostels and so forth. And by December, we're hoping that a significant part of phase 1 will be done. We're hoping that we should start transitioning into our own campus from the makeshift campus. And although the makeshift campus is also, I would say, not so bad, it's just 600 acres and we've got significant space there. So our students have had opportunities to do a variety of things. It is not because of the infeasibility of constraints of facilities that we have chosen to come to Delhi. It is because of your time that we have chosen to come to Delhi. It is going to be extraordinarily difficult for me to attract all these people to Rohtak for a 2-hour event, and it makes it more viable. So we'll take the trouble of coming here over and over again. And I promise you, this is not the last one. We intend, at least my interaction with the admission, with the placement chairs, has been that we're going to do this at least, if not once a month, once every 2 months, and continue this interaction so that we benefit. It's a mutually enriching experience. Now the topic, paradox of choice. Barry Schwartz, a very important researcher, coined this term of paradox of choice. Now, a number of other researchers, significant ones being Sheena Iyengar, these are important researchers in strategy and management domain who worked in this area of paradox of choice. Now, what is paradox of choice? Paradox of choice essentially counters the idea of having too many choices is a good thing. Now, we've always felt that we should have lots of choices in everything. Be it shirts, be it hair salons, be it management education institutions, be it consulting firms, we should have lots of choices. But these researchers have provided not just anecdotal, not just theoretical, but also empirical evidence to demonstrate that too much choice can be bad. In the original experiments, people were given opportunity to invest their money in 401ks, which is the equivalent of the provident fund, so on and so forth, which means people had to invest their money which they got vis-a-vis their contributions from provident funds, so forth. People have to make a choice. When 20 different options were presented to people, majority of the people actually forego the decision of investing. They let the money sit in the money market accounts, where in the US, the interest rate is about 0.5% or 0.75% a year. So which means providing them 20-25 choices actually resulted in people taking a decision, a financial loss, and not actually investing that money. Now this was a remarkable outcome. And when fewer choices were provided, people actually made more diligent, judicious decisions in investing those resources. Now, I'm not saying 20 or 25 is too much, or 5 or 6 is too less, or the optimal. For each industry, for each different context, they believe that the answer is optimization. It's not about having the maximum outcome possible to decide on something, the minimum ones. So that sort of is the paradox of choice that we're experiencing today. Now, if we talk of media, we definitely have a paradox of choice. So somebody from, I was meeting somebody from NDTV. Yes, there is definitely a paradox of choice. Now, I do not know. I believe that we have some 350 odd news channels in the country. I do not know what the optimal number is, but I can tell you for sure, if Barry and Sheena were here today, they definitely tell you 350 was too much. But I do not know what the optimal number is. Now, if it came to consulting firms, I really do not know what the optimal number is. I have no idea. But I can tell you that today, every person who believes that he can talk wants to become a management consultant. I have no idea. If you ask my students here, or if you ask my students in IIM, the first preference for them would be consulting job. And if they don't get it, then what do? 4 friends get together and start to get into the consulting business. So I can tell you for sure, I do not know what the optimal number is, but I can tell you that we have more than what we need. और consultant के बारे में वैसे भी आपको पता है कि numerous stories go around. So I would prefer not to dwell on that subject longer. Now, when it comes to several other industries, be it housing, be it management institutions, we have come to the crossroads to examine this particular concept which has been relayed by management researchers. And believe you me, this is not new. This has been around for a good 15 years. And they started writing articles good 15, 18 years ago. And so it is relevant, it is timely for us, maybe probably because of the lag that we all face in view of we being an emerging economy. But it is relevant, it is timely for us to consider how paradox of choice is influencing things around us. People are deferring to a suboptimal choice as a result of too many options available to them. I had one student this year who left the program after being in the program for a month. And I was sort of curious that why this person is leaving after having spent a month in the program. I wouldn't ordinarily devote so much time to a person dropping out, but because the person was going to incur significant financial loss, I was very curious to learn why this person is leaving. So I invited the student over to my office and I started talking to the student. I said, why is it? The person had no option. I thought maybe the person got in, last round of Lucknow or somewhere, wants to incur 3-4 lakhs of financial losses. But the person had no choices. There was absolutely nothing available. The person said, I just want to go home and I want to exercise my options. I want to think about, I definitely know that management is not for me. I think I would like to do something more technical. I'd probably like to drop out, think about it. Now I was bothered, I was worried, talking to this young 22, 23-year-old girl. I said, give me your parents' phone number and I want to talk to them. Now, she had a mother, didn't have a father, so I ended up having a conversation with the mother. I was curious. So I talked to the mother, and the mother was in tears. She was broken down completely. She said, I do not know. Again, a reflection of paradox of choice. Because people believe that there are too many things now to choose from, and I still have a fallback.
I can still make it. Now this has pros and cons. While I appreciate the entrepreneurial proclivity of this person in taking a path which many others, I would say not many others, which 99.9% of the people wouldn't do. But then there's an old saying that path less traveled is less traveled for a reason. You know, I don't think you embark on a path just because it's less traveled. So all of this is creating complexity in the choices that we make. Be it employment choices, be it consumption choices, be it life choices. I mean, divorce rates are rising. I have particular interest in the choice literature. I myself write. I'm still trying my best because of my administrative work. I'm unable to devote that much time, but I still, for my colleagues, they know Sundays I try and devote a significant part of my Sunday to research activities, supervising a student. Life choices. Russia has the highest divorce rate, 65%. The US is pretty close. It's also hovering around 60%, between 55 and 60. We don't have official numbers in India, but I can tell you that at least in the urban areas it's rising, and I anticipate that in the urban cities, particularly the metropolitan cities, it is definitely above 10%. Unheard of about 10 years ago when it's going up. I know people in my circle who I had never anticipated are divorced. So I'm curious, I ask them these questions. Again, the answer is paradoxical. There's too much choice. I can get things done. I can find another person. Now, if I extend this research, because I'm a curious person, PGP students here in A, again, IIM Ahmedabad, there was a very popular saying that marriages are made in heaven and in IIM Ahmedabad. We used to have a signage in the directors, outside the director's offices wing, marriages are made in heaven and IIM Ahmedabad. Why? Because there were 200 odd students, out of which there were 15 girls at that point in time, and everyone, majority of them ended up marrying another person. That doesn't happen anymore. It doesn't happen anymore. So there are many of my faculty members are A graduates, they know it doesn't happen anymore. It's an anecdotal evidence again of paradoxical choice. I don't know whether we are at the cusp of that particular time when we should start exploring optimization of product portfolios, service portfolios, life portfolios in general. Because I believe that we've added too much without really putting thoughts into it, or maybe we unscrupulously or overzealously did it. I have no idea. I'm just speculating. It is either unscrupulous, overzealous, or we had no idea and we were just doing it. But the time has come for that rationalization, and it's a worthy topic for our discussion today. So, ladies and gentlemen, I again wish to thank you for coming here and participating and helping us start this initiative. And I'm really, really thankful to all those who come from the industry in support of IIM Rohtak. We'd like you to come to our institution. I know it's an hour and 45 minutes. We'd like you to come and interact with our students in a longer duration. I mean, you can, come and talk for a couple of hours and give them, because I think you would like to give them back what you have, the tacit knowledge which is in your minds, because there's a lot of bookish knowledge that we can pass around. But sharing of experiences, sharing of tacit knowledge is what I believe is the best form of knowledge. If I'm unable to give something, that's why case-based pedagogy is the way to go for us. We don't rely on the traditional book method. Cases is co-creation of content. My experience, your experience, let's talk about it. And then we go back and forth. It's like a duel, and it's an experience. So I invite you to further interact with my students, further interact with my faculty. Welcome and many thanks to you, and I hope you have a good evening with us. Thank you very much.